Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing another in-depth review on the BBR models Ferrari LaFerrari in Rosso Corsa with a Nero Daytona roof and yellow brake calipers. Now this was one of my favourite specifications to buy the LaFerrari in. BBR released several colours and variations with this model, but I've got loads of other Ferraris in different colours other than red, so I thought to buy this one in the famous Ferrari red, which is Rosso Corsa. So we've done a few BBR model reviews before. The base is quite familiar with some of the other models. They always come on this leather base with some nice stitching around, and it's got the BBR logo embossed in the corner, the LaFerrari badge here, and then the Ferrari badge on the other side. So let's take a look around this model and what makes it very special. So BBR have done again another great job on this model. Lots of nice little touches and little details which I will walk you guys through. So looking at the front of the model, you can see the black metal mesh in the grills here in the front air intakes. It looks really nice by BBR, very realistic, and also the mesh in these side grills here, very nicely done. The badge as well is not a sticker, it looks like a real badge and it does not sit flush with the paint. All these black pieces around the edge of the car as well is all done in carbon fibre decals. BBR make very good carbon fibre decals. It looks very realistic. The weave as well does look like the real car. It's even got the carbon fibre decals here on these air intakes just above the bonnet, and you can also see the fans that sit underneath these as well. The overall quality of the paint is superb. Rosso Corsa is quite a light red. It's not as light as some of the others, but it's not as dark as like Rosso Fiocco. I think it looks really nice in this red, and BBR have done a good job with that. The headlights are done very nicely by BBR, and I can't really fault anything on the front end of the model at all. It's all done quite realistically, and it's as you would expect for a model of this price point of around €350, I believe, when I bought this model. So definitely not a cheap model, but you do pay for the extra quality that you do get. So coming around the side of the model, so a lot more detail is apparent. The wheels, always one of BBR's strong points. I love how the yellow caliper is done. I think it really links in quite nicely with the yellow badge and the yellow calipers with the yellow badge here. It ties in the whole model quite nicely. The caliper itself has got a lot of detail on. You can see the Ferrari in text in black running down the side, and in red you can also see the Ferrari logo as well. So BBR have always delivered when it comes to the wheels, the calipers, the discs. It all looks very realistic and nicely done. The wheels are done in this shiny black, really complements the roof as well. You can even see the silver tyre valve cap here Nice feature by BBR. And I think overall the wheel and the tyres are done very nicely. There is no tyre writing again on these models, which I always kind of point out because it would be nice to see the Pirelli sign, which I know that these cars have, like some of the Auto Art signatures and some other BBR models. But it's not anything that ruins the look of the overall quality of the model. Now this is a completely sealed model, sealed resin model, so nothing opens or you can't have a look at in the interior of the engine bay, but I'll try and get my best shot inside. But if the camera doesn't pick it up, there is an awful lot of interior, awful lot of detail in the interior. BBR have done a great job with the seats, the dash, the steering wheel, the center console. It all looks very realistic, and I can't fault at all the interior. So coming around the back of the model, as you can see, this is probably one of my favourite angles of this model. You can see that the badge here is a sticker, but it's a nice sticker. It's quite thick and it doesn't look like it's off a cheaper end model. You can tell that it's a good quality sticker, and I've had this model for around 5-6 years, and the stickers always stayed on. Normally they start to peel off, or sometimes on some of the Auto Art models they start to lift, but on the resin models they always stay on, which is a sign of the quality as well. The F1 style reversing light, also in carbon fibre, looks very nice. You can also see the active flaps here, and on the other side these deploy or go up and down depending on the driver whether they're braking or accelerating. Nice detail by BBR, and all of this is done in carbon fibre as well. If you can try and see that, yeah, it's done very nicely. The exhaust as well are done in matte black, also to tie in with the wheels and the roof. You can even see the rifling around the edges as well. Makes the car sound louder, and I think it looks really nice as well. So the overall rear end of the model is as good as the front of the model, and as you can see, all of these here are done in metal mesh, and you can see through them and see bits of the engine detail, which I will show you now. Now, even though this is a sealed resin model, BBR haven't missed out any detail on the engine bay. Now, everything there is carbon fibre printed. You can see the central red stripe that runs across, and overall it's done exceptionally by BBR. You can even see the mesh that runs alongside the engine bay for cooling, very nice, and you can see quite far down in there's a lot of detail in that engine bay. So BBR haven't neglected the engine bay just because you can't open it. They have added an awful amount of detail in there that really justifies this model's price point. Also, this is a limited edition model. This is number 19 out of 99 in this specification, which is always quite nice as well to have a limited series model. So coming around the other side of the model, the rear wheels also done very well, just like the front wheels, with the huge yellow brake calipers. Again, you can see the black writing on the calipers, done very realistically. The discs are done nicely, and the overall quality of the wheel is exceptional. With these models, there are only little details here and there that you notice that they've missed, but there's not much you can fault with BBR or MR models in general. I think the overall exterior of the model is very good. LaFerrari is always very striking in their appearance. I mean, just the front end alone is such an aggressive look. I think it's styled very nicely. Also, the wing mirrors, they're on a carbon fibre stalk. It looks very nice as well, and the wing mirrors are finished in the same colour as the exterior. Now I'll try and get my best look inside the interior of this model. You can just about see the Italian flag in between those two air vents. You can see that the air vents are covered in carbon fibre and that the seats are red with the black stitching. And you can just about see that the badge in between the two seats, that silver badge, that says LaFerrari 1 of 499. The seat belts are also in black, and you can see the Ferrari headrest, Ferrari emblem on the headrest as well. I'll try and get a different angle of the interior. You can just about see the driver steering wheel, the Manatino, the start-stop button, the paddles on the left and the right side. It's all very nicely done in the interior. It's just a shame that I can't try and get a better look at it, but I can't fault it at all. So overall, this is probably one of the best LaFerrari models you can buy on the market from BBR or MR. And if I had to give this model a score out of 10, I'd probably say 7.5, 8. I think overall it's a very good model, not much wrong with it, but some small criticisms here and there, especially with the tyre writing and also some of the exterior details as well. For example, just the finishes around the window, around the windshield, could be a little bit more tightened, a little bit more closer. But overall, this is an outstanding model, and I'd highly recommend a LaFerrari or a BBR model in your collection. So thanks for watching. I hope I've tried to change up the content on the channel instead of all these supercars and hypercars recently. But I've got a few more of these models to do an in-depth review of. I'll try and spread them out over some other models and other content that I normally post. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon for the next videos to come. So cheers guys, and I'll see you soon.